My inbox is overflowing with emails from you guys asking me, how do I get my life back? And while there's no magic bullet, I have learned a lot from the now over 160 people that I've interviewed here on the channel, and the probably thousands more that I've talked you through email and social media. In this video, I'm going to share with you what I think is the single most important, most powerful recovery tool for your journey. If you're new here, I'm Raelan. I recovered from CFS, and it has become a passion of mine to support others on their journey and help them to do the same. With every video, I do my best to help you with the hard-won knowledge I gained from my own decade-long journey with CFS, along with what so many other people have told me has been the most effective things to help them to come back from these conditions as well. And it's not just me. There's a whole team here that works with me and supports everything that we do here behind the scenes. And we spend a lot of time trying to figure out what will be most helpful for you. And Irina on my team said, well, if you met someone in the elevator and you only had 5 minutes to explain to them the most important things that you think that they need to know for their recovery, what would that be? And I thought two things. I thought, excellent question. I think this is a really good topic for a video. And then the second thing I thought was, how long are the elevator rides where you live? Irina's in Croatia. Like, does it really take you 5 minutes to get up an elevator? Like, my husband works in an elevator company. He's got connections. We need to do some sort of intervention. So right now I'm going to let's pretend, imagine with me that you and I are on this really slow Croatian elevator, and I'm going to tell you what I think is the most important thing that I can tell you in this amount of time. Okay, so the single most impactful thing, powerful tool that you can use to change the trajectory and speed up the trajectory of your recovery, and as soon as I say it, you're going to want to turn this video off. But bear with me, just give me 60 more seconds, and you'll start to see that what you're imagining when I say this word and what I'm about to share with you are two very different things. So that tool is journaling. I know, hang in there, stay. I will make it worth your while. I am not talking about just the old school kind of sit and just free flow and write things. I'm talking about a new technology-powered, AI-driven, tailored approach specifically for conditions like CFS and long COVID that works so effectively and feels so much like you have your own therapist in your back pocket for a fraction of the price. It's creepy how incredible this style of journaling works. It is not even writing if you don't want it to be. You can talk to the journal. It will talk back to you. It really is an incredible thing. Okay, are you ready? So our super slow Croatian elevator is about to get going. I've got 5 minutes to tell you everything you need to know to get you the most equipped that you can be on your recovery journey. So the first thing is you're going to download an app called Rosebud. Rosebud is an AI-powered journal that is amazing all on its own. But the really cool thing, the really exciting part of this is that me and my team have been working for months with the founder of Rosebud, and he has built in from our input a journal within a journal. It's a nervous system rebalancing tool, and it's got my name right on it. You'll see it in there, and it is a way to interview your symptoms and see patterns and connections that maybe you yourself would have trouble making those connections, but this AI journal is going to help you to see the bigger picture of what's going on. Think of it like you're on a talk show and your symptoms are some celebrity guest, and you are just going to interview them and find out as much information as you can about them, just purely from a place of curiosity and wanting to know more. All right, so our first key thing is Rosebud. So you're going to download the app, find my nervous system rebalancing journal within the app. You're going to start interviewing your symptoms by asking them questions such as, what are you trying to tell me? What do you do for me? What are you trying to protect me from? What can I learn from you? What do you want me to do? And as you go through Rosebud, it's going to prompt you and guide you and help you every step of the way. All right, the second aspect of this really powerful approach to journaling that I'm telling you about in our elevator that's ticking away, I realize I only have a couple minutes left, would be to incorporate something called reverse therapy into your journaling approach. There is an excellent book with that title by John Eaton, PhD, that explains what this is. Or if you don't want to read the book and you want to get a sense of what it is, you can check out this interview that I'll link above that I did with Ann Butler, who used reverse therapy to recover. The three most important things to know about reverse therapy. The core principle of reverse therapy is that many of these conditions are the result of unresolved emotional issues and chronic stress, which manifests physically in the body. It aims to restore balance and health by addressing the psychological roots of physical symptoms. And reverse therapy is all about listening to your body's signals, so the whispers and the screams, and figuring out what they're trying to tell you. And the third key component of this approach to journaling for recovery, and I know my time is almost up, those elevator doors are about to open, so the last thing I would tell you is that, like with virtually everything in life, consistency with this is key. You have to show up for yourself as often as you can, every day if possible, and put in the reps, put in the work, and make this a practice, a part of your life. 3 key points to remember as you go through this process and work on your consistency. First, don't worry if when you're interviewing your symptoms and you're working through the journal and you're trying to explore and learn what is happening here, if you don't have all the answers. Most likely, you won't. The challenge with conditions like ME/CFS and long-haul COVID is that threat assessment system has gone awry, and we need to calm it down in order to help it heal. Second component of this is to be patient. Remember, it takes time. It takes time for the process to work. It takes time to trust the process and learn from your symptoms, especially when you're doing it in the middle of a flare-up. And third, know and trust that our bodies are incredibly resilient and have the ability to self-repair. We just need to figure out how to best support it in doing that. All right, our 5 minutes are up. I've really enjoyed this elevator ride with you. I hope I've inspired you to become your own detective and take charge of your recovery with tools like Rosebud and reverse therapy. And if you're loving the idea of Rosebud and you want to upgrade your experience to the paid version, you can use the promo code Raelan with the affiliate link in this video's description and get 15% off of your annual subscription. You get what I'm trying to say. I know, the elevator ride is over. Thank you for staying with me. I hope you are feeling excited about this and really see this as the powerful tool that it is to take charge of your recovery. Journaling has been invaluable in my own journey and in so many people that I've interviewed. It's a really great tool to explore and work with your nervous system and really get to the bottom of what's happening. And if nothing else, I hope this video inspired you to perhaps start a GoFundMe page to help out those poor people in Croatia that have to spend 5 minutes in an elevator every time they want to go somewhere. Thanks for watching. Big hugs to you. Hope to see you in this next video that I'll link up for you, which is an interview that I did with the founder of the Rosebud app, Sean Dadashi. He is an amazing guy and just has built something wonderful here. And if this is something interesting to you, I think you'll enjoy checking this out.